Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Neeta Sridharan from Oxford Bookstores, and a very warm welcome to all of you here. Today, we are here for the much-awaited book launch of Can You Love This Way by Sunayana Khandelwal. So, Sunayana's book was published on 22nd September 2020.
So my first question actually to you is that how did you finally decide to write?
Is that everybody was talking about themselves. So they have a story to tell, but that story was more self-centric. And in that story, the person who was right was them, and the person who wasn't right was the other person about whom they were talking. Deciding who is right or wrong was not the idea here. The only thing is that I felt that these stories should be shared amongst people, and from there I decided to actually pen down their experiences.
And what about your writing process?
That privilege was not with me. So there used to be times when I had actually parked my car while driving, and there was a thought, and I opened up my phone and I just jotted down those points that I may have, because it's about a thought that comes in your mind. There has been time, I used to keep my phone in the washroom also at times, because sometimes while taking a bath, this thing comes to your mind, so wait, I have to jot down this point. The publisher had asked me to document the blurb. So I think I documented some 7-8 blurbs, and the final blurb that is on the book right now came to my mind when I was taking the shower. Yeah.
What's your personal favorite story?
I love all the 3 stories of mine, but I am in deep love with the story of Kashi. It's all about love that I wanted to write. And the normal perception about love is that when 2 people are together and there is a marriage, then it is a full-fledged, it's like a completion of a relationship of love. But what I feel is that love is more about a commitment. It is, and I want to also acknowledge that I never used to think like this some time ago. I was like a typical thought process that if it can only complete with a marriage. But when I meet with people and when I heard them, love is more about commitment than marriage.
Any plans? Do you wish to probably write again? Do you have any more stories?
I've already started working on projects, which is about the changing epoch of prostitution in the country. So I've already started my research on that.
However, I read this book in just 2 nights. And
Wow.
Nowadays, everybody has a culture, season 1, season 2. So I am eagerly waiting for season 2. So I just wanted to know when it is coming.
As you just mentioned, the way men love and the way women love is different. So I would just want you to elaborate.
मुझे लगता है कि एक वुमेन जब प्यार करती है तो अपना सब कुछ लुटा के प्यार करती है.
But I feel that men think कि हमने तो तुम पे सब कुछ लुटा दिया.
So yes.
Not many people pen down and write a book, but she did and did it with grace, never missing a beat. Throwing herself into her writing and focusing on keeping her life as cheerful as it could be, not only for herself but for everyone around her.
Enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Can You Love This Way is a story about bigamy. It's a story about handling rejections in life. People generally tend to choose very commonly accepted paths which are eligible in this society these days. But all these 3 characters in my book, which is Kashi, Hunar and Suhana. They all three chose a path which is not easily travelled by people. I'm really excited about this book and I hope you all love this book like anything. It is more of commitment. Then when you are committed towards somebody, then how beautifully can you love? So it is more of love, commitment than a marriage thing. This is all about Can You Love This Way?